Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for my client Emma's vlog. And we got a little bit behind here. She did her max effort a couple weeks ago, almost, and then they had a whole vacation issue to where they couldn't get home, got snow, she didn't want to do her speed days while out of town, and got back home, and so she's a few days behind. So we got the speed work done. And then she's going to start her next week. So, we ended up missing maybe about 5 days of training, I guess, through there. So we're getting her vlog up now. You guys notice she struggled a little bit with the bench. The 30 pounds of band tensioned for her conjugate there. She got 120 and it was tough. Now, the thing to remember, she is cutting now. You guys notice she's getting leaner. We bulked. We spent quite a bit of time gaining weight, gaining muscle mass, getting thicker. Her strength went way up. Okay, now she's about 6 to 7 pounds into her cut. So we're starting to see the pressing strength suffering. All right, and again, 6 to 7 pounds of cut body weight for a fairly lean woman is quite a bit. But on the upside, she's got like 9 pull-ups now. And she had sent the note to me on that the other day. I got 9 pull-ups, coach. This is what happens when we get stronger and then cut. There are not many women out there doing 9 pull-ups. All right, there aren't many. On a side note, and Louis already knows, Louis going to get flamed hard. He pulled an adductor trying to win a foot race against Emma's younger brother. Okay, now because he was a college athlete, he's still fast, still explosive. Like, I still beat him in a sprint. But he pulled an adductor so bad that we can't even train. So we just got another vlog up for Louis. Everything was good. He was on the mend, healing up from his other stuff. Got hurt doing that. He knows I'm going to flame him when we get a vlog up, and he already said it because I Skyped with him the day before making this one. And not happy about that as a coach. We already had the talk of, I have tons of my younger guys goofing around doing silly stuff. They always tear stuff. All right, they pull stuff. I've seen multiple pulled adductors, torn calves, and one of my lifters fell off a cliff, showing off for girls. Dirt bike, skateboard. This is what I'm going to tell you guys. If you're a lifter, you can't have fun anymore. If you're going to actually get jacked and strong, stuff like skateboards and dirt bikes, if it's not something that you do all the time and are used to it and know how to land safely, off limits. Those are the two that have messed up plenty of my clients. But, sprinting, he didn't warm up or anything. He just ran into just a sprint. Well, he's not a college athlete anymore. But on a side note, she got 285 on a deficit deadlift, right? 285 on a deficit. She's stronger at block pulls than deficits. I tend to oftentimes be the other way. Depends on the lifter. Depends on how strong your quads are. So we'll take the 285. It was still, I believe, a PR for that lift for her. And we, of course, want to keep working her up to, hitting a 315 deadlift on the conventional next. Right? That's our next goal. But it may be a little harder while cutting. On the other hand, though, a lot of times deadlifts go up when we're cutting. Things like pull-ups, chin-ups, deadlifts tend to go up when we cut. All right, and I've done whole videos explaining why. Body fat hurts the deadlift and it helps the squat. So what does her work look like this week? You guys see on the upper days, we're sticking with the shoulder dominant work. She does flat dumbbell, she does pull-ups, and then we do overhead press, upright rows. All right, so we have 4 supplemental lifts. All right, 4 supplemental lifts. Again, she wants to work on her delts a little bit because she did used to be a bodybuilder, natural bodybuilder, for a while before she got over to caring about strength. So we're working on the delts a little more, and they're a genetic strong point for her. As far as, again, lower body supplemental, right now we're doing Romanian deadlifts, safety bar split squats, reverse hypers, hanging leg raises. All right, speed bench. You guys saw that right there. Look how fast she speed benches. When you guys come to me, especially I get newer guys who they want to run conjugate, because again, I still put guys on conjugate. I actually pushing more and more people onto 531 as far as newer clients. because I find it works better for more people who don't have all the equipment buy-in. But I still have people on Conjugate, and I still have people who come on and they're on Conjugate. Mike's on Conjugate. I have a Russian lifter on Conjugate. I have some Masters guys on Conjugate. Charles runs Conjugate. And of course, Emma runs Conjugate. So I have plenty of guys still on Conjugate. You know, people come to me and they're like, well, how fast should speed work be? That's how fast speed work should be. If it's not that fast, we've got a problem. There's no point in doing speed work unless it is extremely explosive. And I tend to agree with Matt Winning that even then you should probably go a little lighter. Lighter is usually better. You run a lot of band tension, you run a lot of chain, keep the weights light. Literally 30 to 40% of your max for bar weight. Now you can run aggressive band tensions and stuff with that, which is what we do. Right? If you look at her sheet, she runs fairly aggressive band tension. But those weights are light, and it needs to be explosive. Speed work should be violent. I think that my friend Christian Thibodeau said that. All right. Anyone who's going to argue that he's not a friend, he's actually put my name in one of his articles a while back. So, context. But I've heard him say that. It needs to be violent. Or as I say, hate the weight up. Right? Watch her speed squats here. Same thing on her speed pulls. If it's not 1 meter per second, it's not speed work. There's no point in doing it. And if you're not going to lift that fast, don't bother with Conjugate. This is another reason I say this system isn't for everyone. Now, people are going to say, well, we know of at least one of your lifters who's on Conjugate who doesn't lift that fast. I know, and I'd like him to come off Conjugate. But he prefers it. I can't talk him out of it. Can't talk him out of it. He's still winning meets, though. But the point is, if you're not going to explode that fast, Conjugate's not the right system for you. It really isn't. You have to be violent with the weight on the speed work. It has to be true compensatory acceleration, and that weight needs to explode. The bar needs to bend. All right. 1 meter per second. It's not moving that quickly. It's not speed work. And you need to drop Conjugate then. It's not the right system for you. If you can't get the mindset to achieve that, or you're unwilling to drop the weight light enough, because that's the name of the game, is the recovery side too. If you're unwilling to drop the weights that light to get it moving fast enough, and you're unwilling to make that compromise, and again, Conjugate, not the best system for you. It takes a certain mindset. Emma has that mindset. That's why she thrives on it. That's why she hit PR after PR after PR after PR, month after month after month. She has the right mindset. Make sure you do if you're going to run that system. All right, guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you next time.